Going viral on social media may seem like a complete shot in the dark, but I promise you there's a very in-depth science that brands and content creators are following to ensure they go viral. And after watching this video, you're gonna have a full understanding of exactly why your content sucks and exactly what you need to do to fix it and frame it to start finally going viral. There are three key elements to every single viral video that you're ever gonna see. The first element is the hook, which is built up of expectation and the unknown. The second element is reward, which is built up with resolution and emotion. The resolution is when the expectation and the unknown is solved, which creates a certain emotion. The emotion is a very, very key element to going viral, and they're essentially just serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. Basically, any emotion you can think of, what's the chemical response, and that's what your video needs to deliver. The third and last element that every viral video needs to have is the element of connection. Your video needs to create a feeling or a sense of community that makes people want to comment or share the video to feel a part of something. Now, the reason all these videos have these three elements is because it's all essentially boiling down to storytelling. Humans want to be told stories. Because success is always leaving clues, you can find so many hints in your favorite TV shows, movies, and if you start consciously scrolling social media, you're really gonna learn a lot. Now that I've explained the key three elements, you really need to understand what these social media platforms actually are. I like to call them the dopamine slot machine. This dopamine slot machine is broken down into three key elements as well. The first is the drug addict. This is the unconscious viewer that's empty inside and looking to be filled with one of the emotions that I mentioned. The second element is the drug distributor, which is the social media platform itself. They're the ones that are distributing all these different chemicals to ensure that the drug addict is actually pleased with their platform. And the last third element is the drug dealer. This person is the content creator who's actually making the drug that is going to be distributed to the drug addict. Hopefully you're starting to see some big pictures here. The biggest thing you need to understand is content is supposed to be entertaining. So if you're trying to make money through your content, if you're running a brand, you're an entrepreneur, then please understand this. If you went to Red Bull's Instagram page, what would you expect to see? You'd probably see entertaining content, stories being told that are insane. Now, if you were to go to the local pizza shop's Instagram, what are you gonna expect to see there? It's probably some boomer trying to sell you pizza on all the reasons why you should buy his pizza. It's not entertaining, and that's why they get 0 views. So all this stuff is fun, but unless you see it in action, you're not gonna really learn it, so let's dive into some examples. The perfect example is the conscious baby video. If you've been on social media for the last 5 days, I promise you've seen this one.
I have a question for everybody. Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?
Me. So this video has so many elements that I talked about. It's really the perfect example to go over, so I had to throw it in. So let's dive into the key elements of the conscious baby video and explain why it went viral. The first thing we need to go over is the hook, which is expectation with the unknown. The mom starts the video with saying, "Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?" Obviously, we don't really know what's going on with this video, but we see that kids are involved, so we can expect there might be an interesting interaction with the kid. That's an unconscious assumption that we would make if we were just scrolling through a bunch of videos. The second element is the reward, which is the resolution plus the emotion. The resolution and emotion are extremely clear here with the baby going me in a way that's just not expected. Nobody thought that that baby being held by his dad was gonna be some 40-year-old man trapped in a little baby's body. So they really, really hit on the emotion there. The sense of shock when you see that is pretty up there, which brings us into the third point, which is connection. There's a feeling of community and a sense of wanting to comment your thoughts on how crazy that video is, and you also want to share it to someone else because it gave you such a deep emotion of surprise. That's why this video is mega viral. This is one of the biggest videos that has hit TikTok in the last probably 30 days, and it's because of that emotion and that connection of wanting to share this with someone else. All the algorithms are hyper focused on shares and comments. Those are the biggest things that make something go viral. Another massive element that we have to talk about with the conscious baby video is all the spin-offs and stitches that other people are making.
Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?
I would be delighted, Mother.
It's genuinely a good video. It's actually really funny. It zooms in on his face and it's some old voice saying,
"To accompany you on this exhilarating excursion to the Four Seasons Orlando."
This one has more views and more likes, I think, than the original one, which just proves how funny the community element of this is, where people can just bring in stitches, they can add their own kind of spin and twist on the video that's already viral to make it even more funny. That one's hilarious, but there's another one. This is a really common thing. If you saw the Costco guys video, you saw that a ton of artists started drawing the video and then putting the audio on top of it, which made it go even more viral again.
Hello.
I would be delighted, Mother, to accompany you on this.
This one genuinely cracks me up. I don't know what it is. Especially the old man face on the body with the audio going is just too funny. So it's pretty easy to see why that one's going just insane right now. Next, we have a TikTok shop-based video, which is really good. So if you're trying to sell products, you really need to take notes here.
I bought this hair identifier spray off.
All right, so you're definitely hooked in here. You at least want to know what's going on. If you're a guy and you're not interested in beauty products, you'll probably swipe away still, like relatively fast, but you're gonna stay and at least see what's going on. So their hook factor is massive with just confusion. Like, what is this girl doing with weird white fuzz hair all over her face?
Of the TikTok shop. So far,
She shows her using it, which explains how it all got there.
I'm the fuzziest person I've seen. Why do I have neck hairs that literally like glisten and flop in the wind? This is definitely a new.
So this video is interesting because it just feels like a natural, organic piece of content that's entertaining. It's not really directly trying to sell something, but it is selling something. And that's the big secret to how some of these brands are doing hundreds of millions a year just through their organic content alone, not even their paid ads. If we check into the TikTok shop, you can see this is by Skin Body, which I think is trying to copy Kylie Cosmetics. And it looks like they've done 60,000 units sold at a $10.50 price, which is $630,000 just from an organic video. This one's kind of long, so I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but it's pretty easy to see why that would go viral. The hook is just really strong. Next, we have this 9 to 5 video. You've probably seen this guy a bunch of different times. The hook here is a mix of a couple different things. He's holding a weird object that might confuse some people, and he has a text that's pretty interesting. It says, "Day in the life of a guy with a 9 to 5," which doesn't really sound interesting. You're kind of curious what's going on. The music is really melancholy and like low, and he seems super depressed, so you just want to see what's going on. You're just curious what his day is going to actually look like. He's also putting his laptop into the bag so slow with this slow music. He just seems like a very depressed person, so he's enticing people to comment. It just seems really ugly and depressing, but he also says he enjoys it here, like in this next clip. He does not look like he enjoys what he does. Another big thing you can do is check the comments and just see what people are saying, and that's gonna give a lot of hints of why the video went viral as well. See, so someone's talking about Advair, that's the thing that he was using at the start of the video. Throw some house music over this and it'll get 10 times happier. Someone said, "Whoa, careful with that laptop." So he's trying to create some obvious things that are gonna force people to comment, which helps his video engagement go up and he goes more viral. Next, we have this video of an old woman in a pretty stylish, crazy outfit, and someone's going up to her and you just don't really know what's going on.
Excuse me, ma'am.
A lot of these human interaction videos do very good because if you think of the unconscious scroller that's just sitting here and going through social media, they probably don't get a lot of human interaction, which is really sad, but they kind of have a really big urge to see what human interaction's like because a lot of these people are sheltered in and probably don't have big friend groups, and that's why they scroll on social media so much. It's just an element to think about of why someone would watch these videos. They're also very unexpected because you don't know how someone's gonna react.
I love your outfit. You look stunning. You look timeless.
You know, the best part of dressing up is a person like yourself who sees it and I think almost feels a sense of romance or other time. So I really appreciate your comment.
Thank you.
Because those kinds of comments really make me realize that there's something to be gained by putting out a sense of romance in the world.
You ain't wrong, Queen.
Yeah.
You have an amazing day, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
This one, it's pretty clear why people watched it and why it went viral. If you just go look at the comments, people are saying how she's so poetic with her response, which is interesting because someone just randomly went up to her and she kind of had this like idea already in her head. But I think the real thing is the ending, which is the resolution, which is the emotion part of the video, and it's massive part of if a video is gonna go viral or not. It's really cute because you can tell the grandma's gonna be thinking about that probably for the rest of her life, that human interaction that she had meant so much to her. You can just tell with her face and how she responds. So that's another big reason why someone would wanna share it to someone else. The last example we're gonna go over is a perfect example of building suspense, building the unknown, and making people wait for that resolution, that emotion.
The door and turn the lights down low.
Usually the best viral videos are kind of low quality videos that just have a mysterious caption that make you wait. This is such an easy framework to copy.
But some music on it soft and slow Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand.
Guarantee you did not expect that face. I didn't either when I first saw this video, and it makes people comment, it makes people share and say, guess who's actually singing? Let's go check the comments. The first one says, this is the real definition of when the voice doesn't match the face. This is why Love is Blind would be tricky. He gave us the bathroom tour, which is just funny. Like, people always want to be that one funny comment that has the most likes. And other people are just talking about how amazing his voice is. If you guys want me to make more content on how to go viral and breaking down other viral videos, then make sure you throw a like on this video and let me know in the comments. And if you're trying to learn how to make money off of viral videos, then definitely go check out my free 18-hour dropshipping course. I'll have the link in the description. Inside of that course, I genuinely teach you everything I've learned from my 7 years of experience of doing dropshipping and e-commerce, making over $6 million in the process. There's absolutely zero gatekeeping on the course. It's just a free sign up and you get access to everything. So I hope to see you in there.